Happy Thanksgiving. This is Asa Leveaux, your Genius Activator and founder of Genius Academy, here in my mother's kitchen on this 2014 Thanksgiving Day. I am here, of course you know what I do. I activate the minds and the money of men entrepreneurs around the world. So I am here to show men that we can contribute to Thanksgiving dinner. So how can we do that? We can do that by making macaroni and cheese. Yeah, macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese. So I've already done some prep work. I'm pretty known for my macaroni and cheese. My mother helped, Patti LaBelle helped, Sweetie Pies helped. Everybody helped, different versions, and so with a combination of recipes, I made it my own. Let's see, what else? I never get a chance to really do this, like really cook. I live alone, so, and my son doesn't even like cheese, so I don't get to cook this as often as I'd like. But it's okay, it's Thanksgiving, family's coming later, so we're prepping now. So, some things I've already done is I placed the oven on 370. I've already boiled and prepared my macaroni noodles. So to get a regular bag of macaroni noodles, follow the directions exactly the way it says. So it says bring it to rapid boil, and then go ahead and when it's at a boil, put the noodles into the water, stir every so often to ensure that it's not clumpy. What I like to do is I like to put a little olive oil in my noodles while they're cooking, and also seasoning. And I think every single aspect of your meal, just like your business, everything should be really tasty. Everything should be really tasty. So what I've done, prep the oven, boiled the noodles already. The noodles are all complete, and now we have two layers. So we have this, the first layer already in the pot, and we have the second layer here that'll go on top. So my thing is more of a, I layer mine. Kind of like lasagna, but I go deep into it. So what we're going to do right now, since we have the noodles, we're going to go ahead and add the cheese. We're going to start having the cheese. There are many different cheeses. I say the more cheeses, the better. So we have Swiss cheese. And so what we're going to do, you get all your cheeses already out. So I have my Swiss, my provolone, more Swiss, Munster cheese, and it's not monster. It's not M-O-N-S-T-E-R. It's M-U-E-N-S-T-E-R. You have your Velvetas, your shredded cheeses, all of that. So we'll start putting the cheeses actually laying it in. And so what I do is I take little pieces, and yes, wash your hands please. Diseases are real. So you put the cheese and you put it in. This is going to take a little time, but it's okay. It's Thanksgiving. We're grateful to have internet. We're grateful to see each other today. All right, so put the cheese in, and the more the merrier, because you want every single aspect of the cheese to basically be infused with cheesiness. If there's a portion of your macaroni and cheese and it doesn't have cheese in it, right, like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on with that? So keep going, and it is Thanksgiving in my house, my mother's house, so you're hearing gospel music. That's why. My mother's a pastor. It happens. I grew up Sunday dinners and holidays, play gospel music. It makes the food taste better. I can't imagine cooking to, I guess, gangster rap, even though I love it. Like I was born on it, raised on it. I can't imagine cooking to it. Can't imagine cooking to like heavy metal music. That just doesn't fit with the music. It doesn't fit with the music. See, Marvin Sapp is on now. So we keep going. Yes, there's no Rachel Ray techniques. We're not gonna like do this and then pan away and then all of a sudden we're done. No, this is real life. So Now we have Munster cheese. And you can go, you don't have to go to a deli. Because I know like on the East Coast, even some on the West Coast of the United States, delis are huge. And so you can go down to your nearest deli and get fresh cheese and all that. Well, here in Oklahoma, we go to the grocery store. So you can go to the grocery store, you can go to the big box stores and get all the cheeses you need. Don't worry about not having a deli. I'm sure that your neighborhood or your city has one nearby. Already start thinking about your spices. What spices are you going to use? Me, I like, of course, pepper. I use a little basil, a little thyme, seasoning salt, and in my cultural experience, no seasoning salt is seasoning salt without Laurie's seasoning salt. And yes, because I said that, Laurie's, I need a check. I need a check. So we're just putting Munster cheese. And yes, you're just putting out pieces. This is not, you need to cut, you need to make everything really pretty as far as aesthetics are concerned, because you're going to eat this. You're eating this. So, you put it in, you put it in, you put it in, put it in, put it in. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Because you want to put as many cheeses on the first layer. Because my thing is the first layer should taste just as good as the second layer. So make sure you do that. All right, so now we have the provolone. So what we've done so far, we've put Swiss, we've put in Munster cheese. Now we're doing the provolone. And so provolone sometimes looks like this. And so you just go for it. Just go for it. Put as many as you can. If you only have one package of provolone, do I have one package? I think I have one packet of provolone. So in that case, we only use half. We only use half. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. And since this is, I am an entrepreneur coach. This does correlate to that. In your business, you definitely want to prep. You want to have all of your tools to build the tasty thing that you want to operate in. You want to be able to have all those aspects readily available to you. Because the thing about it, in business, you don't know what you don't know. And when it's time to actually put the thing in the oven and to prepare it and to let people know what's coming, if you don't have all the necessary ingredients to make your business worthwhile, you're doing yourself a disservice. You are. So in a way, when you're building a meal, when you're building a dish, it has the same components as if you're building a business. Most definitely. So you want to prepare. Preparation is key. Preparation, my thing is not about luck. It's about your preparation meaning an opportunity. And that's when your dream actually happens. Like, it happens. So far, that's where we're going here. See that? All right. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We'll get there. Together. Now, I've also, for each layer, we're going to do 2 eggs. And I'm just going to do the first layer, because you'll do the exact rinse and repeat. So, as in business, it's about having a system, a formula to make things work. You shouldn't be guessing. You don't have to guess for your success to happen. I know that every time I do this, I do it like this to ensure that success happens. Same thing in your business. Do the exact same thing. Create a system that is tried and true to ensure everything happens the way you want it to happen. Make sense? Okay. So we have 2 eggs. Actually, I'll do 3 because I wanted to make sure it stays together. And that's why we use the eggs, to make sure that it's intact. We don't want the macaroni to just be slimy and just oozing out of the pan. So I use eggs. So here we go. There we go. Don't worry, I'll throw them in the trash in a second. My mother hates that. Okay, one more on the bottom half. All right. So we have that. I dumped it. I cracked it right into the macaroni. Why? Because my hands are going to be in this. Yes. That's a very tactile operation. You're going to feel this. You're definitely going to feel this. Okay. So those are all the cheeses that I put. Well, those are some of the cheeses so far that I'm going to put infusing into it. So we just put it on top. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put, this is my buttermilk. This is my buttermilk right here. I've put milk and butter and something else that's secret to me. Yes, that's intellectual property. I don't give that up. So what I do is I pour a little bit. Let you see this. Just pour a little bit. So just half in the macaroni, because I need that to have a richness into the macaroni. So at this time, it's time for some seasonings. We're gonna mix it all together. So we have a basil leaves, just a few, because we understand that basil has a very strong smell. So we don't need that much of it. However, it's a nice, when the oven starts going and it all starts infusing together, it's really cool. So we have a little thyme. And yes, every year or so I begin to experiment with different things. I don't like things staying the same forever. So we have a little ground sage, just a little bit. Now, we don't want to use too much, but it's nice to complement it because we understand our dressing. Not stuffing, it's dressing. So our dressing is going to have sage in it as well. So this is just a little bit because that's a strong aroma as well. And that's not the main thing. Also, we have our Lowry seasoning salt. Yes, they owe me a check. So this is a little bit more free. However, sodium is real, high blood pressure is real, so we don't want to just go nuts, but it needs to taste good. I think like Patti LaBelle said, I'm your cook, I'm not your doctor. But I am concerned if you're with us next Thanksgiving. All right, so we have a little garlic powder. Put that in. All right, and where is our... Okay, 1 second, I'm getting the pepper. All right, we have pepper. All right. Now, I like pepper. I like things that taste good. I like seasonings. I like, the same way I like colors, like to wear colors, even though I'm not really infused with the colors right now. It's kind of like just black right now. But I'm cooking, so it's okay. So we have the pepper. Have that. Oh, a little onion powder. Just a little bit of onion powder. Other side. Okay. Now, what I want to do right now is go into it. So, what we're doing, so remember, we're mixing the macaroni noodles that have already been seasoned. Then we're doing the cheeses, and this is not all the cheeses, but for the sake of the video, I want to be able to show you what I'm doing. Of course, we're going to add more cheeses. It's not even, yeah, you can't even tell yet. But my thing is, I know that all men aren't antiquated with the kitchen, and that's fine. That's fine. But my thing is, have a new normal. Have a new normal. And then when you don't have somebody, cook your own macaroni and cheese. It's all right. It is okay. So, that's all mixed up. The seasoning, the buttermilk concoction that I have. Yes, intellectual property. So, all that is done. Now what we want to do is I want to ensure that there is shredded on top. That's how I seal, that's how I know it's done. So we have a little shredded mozzarella right here. Okay. mozzarella. We have Colby and Monterey Jack. So as you can see, this is a lot of different cheeses. We have Munster and Swiss and provolone and mozzarella, and now Colby and Monterey Jack. So it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. If I can get this open. Okay. And yes, that's Yolanda Adams singing Now. Okay, we have that. And then we also have mild cheddar. Mild cheddar, if I can get this thing open. All right, so the macaroni and cheese is done, the first layer. But what I do on top, so we have a nice coating of shredded cheese on top. Now what I go back and do is I go back and do seasoning. So we have a little black pepper, a bit more seasoning salt, and then drizzle ever so lightly the buttermilk. I want the macaroni and cheese moist. However, I want it to stay together. I want it totally infused with cheese and seasonings and all that. All that. And that's also a valid business point. When you start your business, when you start your day, when you start your month, know exactly what you want. State up front what you are needing. What does success look like just for you? So, I'm going to finish the second half. I'm going to do a lot more things to it because it's my recipe. Like I said, intellectual property. It's real. So, this is just for the basics. When you're doing macaroni and cheese and you just want a basic macaroni and cheese, this can help you. I hope you and your family are having an amazing Thanksgiving. I'm thankful that I get to prepare this. I'm not, like I said, I never get to prepare this. When I go home, it's just me. I'm all about the ham sandwich. Even though I know how to cook and how to cook well, I don't, I'm like, bring on the cereal. So, have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope your business and your life and your family are abounding in blessings. And until next time, I'm Asa Leveaux. And remember, genius begins with yes.